The system is failing. We're going to have more homelessness, more unemployment, and the government has to print more money. It's a command and control economy where the government tells you everything. I just don't trust our government. And they're going to have to start printing pretty quickly. And the more they print, the less value, purchasing power the dollar has, or the loonie, or the yen, or the peso. People are talking about inflation. I think we're in depression right now, and we're going to be the biggest depression in world history.
In the 1970s, that's when the world was changing.
The biggest bust in the history of the world is coming up. It's pensions. They trusted the government. They trusted their pension would be there, and it's going to go bust. And that's us. We'd get crushed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today, as today's going to be a short video, but it's going to be one of the most impactful ones I've done in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about emotion and how everything you're seeing in the crypto market right now should get you excited. People make financial decisions and decisions in life in general based on emotion. A lot of people believe they act on logic and reason. That is a fallacy. People make emotional decisions, but the small percentage of individuals that make logical and grounded decisions without inputting emotions make millions. Let's make something clear. Everyone in the crypto industry right now hates FTX, hates the scandals going on, hates politicians, is afraid that the contagion and the fallout of FTX is going to spread everywhere and cause prices to go down further. Everyone's afraid. But at the exact same time, something I'm witnessing is a lot of Bitcoin maxis, like Altcoin Daily, like Lark Davis, calling out XRP randomly, stating XRP has no use case. Asking if JP Morgan can do X, why do we even need XRP anymore? Oh, the maxis are under threat. They understand very well that XRP is a massive threat to Bitcoin being the king of crypto. And when these emotions come out, they could do nothing but react with negativity and FUD. That should get you excited. Because while the entire crypto market, exchanges, Tether, stablecoins, the entire crypto infrastructure is under threat, at the exact same time Ripple and XRP are getting ready to get full-blown clarity against the SEC, and Ripple has called out the SEC for having despicable practices. I think Brad even said if you guys found out the extent to this corruption, you'd be disgusted. And here, I want to point something out from Crypto Insights. XRP versus Bitcoin is doing something right now we've only ever seen 3 times before. Every single other time we've seen these exact same patterns, the XRP price went to the moon. Now, with that being said about XRP, you guys know that I've been eternally bullish on this digital asset for a long time, but now we're finally getting towards where price action could really be coming. All while we're revealing the SEC's corruption and Congress's corruption in this FTX scandal. It was just revealed that several Congress members tried to stop the SEC's inquiry into FTX. Listen to that. They sent a letter criticizing the SEC for looking to probe the FTX exchange. 62% of them received campaign donations from FTX employees. Can you believe that? I can. See, the issue, and something that a lot of people have mentioned, they're like, Bull, they're going to try and pass hard regulations on crypto. Well, let's put it this way. Republicans tend to be more anti-regulation. Democrats tend to be more pro-regulation. These are just the facts of the matter. The people that are more pro-regulation are the same people that had the conflicts of interest, campaign donations, and corruptions directly from FTX. How do you have the moral high ground to sit here and say, we want to clamp down on crypto, but you couldn't clamp down on yourself? You wanted to keep FTX around to get yourself paid. Now that they collapse, you want to clamp down on everyone else and the crypto infrastructure. Screw you. We see through it. Currently, we have Republicans taking the majority in the House, and the majority whip, Tom Emmer, is very pro-crypto. He's stated he's launching investigations into Gary. And I think we're going to get some balanced regulations due to the corruption that took place. We understand that the New York Times are throwing softballs at Sam Bankman-Fried. And it's because he was an arm of the Democratic Party. Please take a listen to something quick John Deaton had to say about the matter.
There was no infrastructure. They didn't have an accounting department. How do you not have an accounting department?
No cybersecurity expert, but plenty of beanbags, John.
I mean,
it is insane. The absolutely what you just pointed out. It's just insane that due diligence hasn't been done. The craziest theory that I've heard, which is not really a theory, is from an FBI fraud investigator who alleged that SBF was a front for a criminal organization that was laundering money from Asia.
And ladies and gentlemen, I believe FTX was just that. This is why I think crypto regulations will be thorough, grounded, but not as tyrannical as they may want it to be. I think we're going to get fair crypto regulations, and compliant cryptos that are going to work with the system will be saved and allowed to thrive. Here, this is something extremely important that everyone needs to pay attention to. Digital Currency Group's Barry Silbert, head of Grayscale, revealed crypto firm has $2 billion in debt as he tries to calm investors after FTX. This is extremely important, as what I want all of you to understand is there are technical indicators as far as the charts are concerned that say this should be the crypto bottom specifically for the altcoins. That's something to take note of, because typically what happens when market bottoms form is that everyone thinks we're going lower, and then some random piece of news comes out that saves us from further downturn. And we see here from Forbes that Binance has pledged up to $2 billion to bail out distressed crypto firms as this FTX contagion has spread. Is this something that could be allocated to the Digital Currency Group and to save Barry Silbert and Grayscale? Very possible. But what I'm beginning to see is the crypto market rally for each other to try and pick each other up. Ripple has hinted they could buy FTX assets. Binance is showing they have this bailout fund. And typically, what happens during times like this is that everyone thinks we're going to keep going lower, but then news magically appears, such as these bailout funds that could stabilize crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get it twisted. We have negative things like Tether that still exist in this market. But as far as XRP is concerned, we're going to be in for a great fireworks display. Proof of work blockchains are going to have a lot of trouble, as stated by Weitze Wen, the founder of XRP Labs. And I happen to agree. There will be a moment when Bitcoin will be surpassed by XRP, in my opinion. And the moment any crypto at all surpasses Bitcoin, there'll be a paradigm shift as far as how the crypto market works. I believe many of you guys believe in this scenario as well. And we all need to understand that with these Bill Hinman emails and the SEC not wanting them to be public, with the NFTs launching on the XRP ledger, and with hooks, aka smart contracts native to XRP, launching as well, XRP is definitely in for a fireworks display. Keep your eyes on the prize, my friends. And please listen to this interview to cap off this video for today to learn more about why we all own the correct answer. Bullish indicators are firing and lighting up everywhere for XRP right now. And sooner rather than later, The XRP army is going to be proven to have been correct. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
If you look at consumers, small spending accounts, loyalty points, collectibles, you cannot tell those people that because they lost this piece of paper, because, I don't know, maybe they're in Africa and maybe a solution like a Tangem card is pretty pricey there. So they go with the paper wallet and they lost their piece of paper, or I don't know, the dog ate it. Then, well, yeah, too bad, man. You lost everything. Didn't you configure a backup on Ledger, regular key or multi-site? You cannot sell that. No matter how easy you make it, the user interface, it's just not going to work, and the user experience is going to be horrible because of that. And smart contracts can actually solve these things if a well-implemented and well-thought-through contract interacting with the real world, because all of these things have already been solved in real life, with notaries, with lawyers, with multi-signing, with identity verification. Now, if we can blend that into smart contracts and have those two worlds, the new blockchain world and the old world where all these problems have already been addressed, if we can combine that with custom logic on Ledger, I think we have a shot at actual decent retail adoption in the future. So we decided to build that. And my team has been working for over a year on a native smart contract solution for the XRPL. So your own custom logic on Ledger. And we wanted no compromise when it comes to transaction finality time. So 4 seconds is 4 seconds, or 3.9, and no high fee increase or throughput increase. And we managed to do that. And there's an actual working testnet today. And the first developers are building smart contracts and deploying it to the XRPL being our testnet. It's called Hooks. And the next thing is bringing it to more developers with a JavaScript, TypeScript-like syntax, which most developers can work with. And of course, audits, again, bug testing, bug fixing, test cases, more same routine over and over again till we're confident to turn it into an amendment.
Wow, that's fantastic. Weetie, when you're describing all this is getting us very excited. I mean, we're very, we have a growing affinity with the XRPL linked to ourselves. We're developing on the XRPL as well. And when you're describing these new improvements to what we know as a proof of consensus protocol, is for other developers that might be developing on different blockchains, also specifically proof of work or proof of stake, do you think that you'll see a migration of developers from those protocols or ecosystems into what we know as proof of consensus?
I don't know about most of them. I don't know if proof of stake, for example, is going to move to consensus or maybe a hybrid. But I do believe, and that's one thing I'm certain about, that proof of work is going to have a lot of trouble in the future, because governments are at some point just going to forbid the waste of energy. And you can have a discussion about if it's wasteful or not, or maybe it's excess energy from solar panels and the grid is already overloaded. Still, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't play right with the climate narrative and everything. I think proof of work is going to have a hard time in the future.
Sounds like you're not holding any more Bitcoin.